and making a lot of money. uh, and just having a very interesting, wonderful life. I have no complaints. I have my bad days. Everyone does, but all in all, it beats being a hairdresser or a garbage man or something. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with those, but I tried both of those and they didn't work either. So for me, but so like I said, I have no complaints. I have a good time.
Have you heard who's presenting Rocking at the Speed of Light? No, who's that then, John? It's Doctor, some of the Medicts, and Captain Sensible. Wow, great, isn't it?
History book on the shelf. It's always repeated. Hello, and good evening or good afternoon, depending on what time of the day this programme is hitting you. My name is Doctor, and I want to welcome you to Rocking at the Speed of Light. And in the words of Jacques Cousteau, ici est un poisson. Here is a banana. We have some babies here, some jangly beads for weird magic. Let's not forget the clapometer. Over here, we have the Anadin brothers, an unnamed guitarist and some amplification. And what do they all have in common? How are they all going to be used? It's intriguing, isn't it? You're just going to have to stay tuned into this programme for the whole hour to find out. And here's the first video, which is Bauhaus and Telegram Sam. Fantastic, fantastic. And just in case you were fooled by the modern technology of camera and film technique, the babies you saw at the beginning are no less than disgusting, sick little plastic dolls here, whose heads and arms move and are lifelike down to every little detail. You can take my word for it if you can't quite see that on the screen. There we have it, truly vile. Right, it's absolute rock trivia time now. As you know, and I'll just have to consult the notes here, Genesis are in the charts at the moment with Tonight, Tonight, Tonight. And as you probably all know, this is only the third ever time a record with the same word repeated 3 times has got into the charts. And before you all phone up and tell me the other two, I can't even read this here. Apparently Say, Say, Say by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson was the other one. And who can forget Ohio Express's Yummy, Yummy, Yummy? They're the only top 20 entries. The only top 20 entries! No, didn't get in the top 20. Neither did More, More, More by Andrea True Connection. But, never mind. But all of these pale into insignificance when compared with the only ever top 10 entry with a record of a word repeated 3 or more times, which was, of course... No one here knows. Do you know? Nope. It was by the great Major Lance. And the question now burning on everyone's lips is, where is Major Lance now? Which is why we've set up the Major Lance hotline. So Major Lance, if you're watching at this moment, or any relatives of Major Lance, or Major Lance's manager or agent, anyone who knows where Major Lance is, please phone up and let us know where he is and what he's doing. Thank you very much, which leads us into our next link. Talking of songs that have the same word repeated 3 times more, here's Green, Green, Grass of Home.
Well, the old hometown, it looks the same. As I step down from the train, and there to greet me is my mama and my papa. He said, oh, come to see me by the shade of that old oak tree. And it was a good to touch the green, green grass of home. Down the road I walked with my sweet Mary, cool, her hair of gold and her lips like cherries, and it was a good to touch the green, green grass of home. Then I awake and I look around me at these 4 grey walls that surround me, and I realise, oh yeah, I was only dreaming. But there's a gun, and there's this sad old padre, yeah, on and on, we're gonna walk at daybreak, and again, I'll touch the green, green grass of home. On a region now in Sweden, yeah, the green, green grass.
Absolutely gripping stuff, and if you think the show gets any better from here on in, I'm afraid you're somewhat misguided and you're going to be very deluded as we get on. It in fact gets worse and worse. That was The Green Green Grass of Home by John Otway and Wild Weary Barrett, a song that's been made famous by the great Tom Jones. And for those of you, I know a lot of you look at this programme from outside England, you won't know about this, but England has just been hit with another wave of Tom Jones mania. He's recently arrived in the country and his leather-clad television appearances have been taking the nation's youth by storm. I'm afraid Britain's never quite going to be the same. Now I'm going to play two more videos back to back, and it's a bit of a tricky one, this, because you at home have to do some work. You have to spot the similarity between the groups. Don't laugh. Just because I mispronounced the word spot, you're not allowed to laugh. I'm awfully sorry, but some of the extras we've got for this show are particularly cheap, as you're going to find out later, and they insist on laughing off camera. Not very professional, but it gets worse, as I assure you. So here are the two videos, if you could keep your eye out for the similarity between the two. Hello, how are you? You've changed. Heads full of fire, always burn. Fire from desire. But when I see your eyes, I know that you've changed. I know you can burn. You know you can burn. Yeah, I know you can burn so brightly. Yeah, I know you can burn. You know you can burn. I can feel you burn in the night. And when I feel you burn, I know it's alright. I know it's alright, yeah. Summertime is just fine. Grass is much greener. Burnout time brings the cold nearer. With winter in your eyes, you know that you've changed. Oh, I know you can burn. You know you can burn. Yeah, I know you can burn so brightly. Yeah, I know you can burn. You know you can burn. I can feel you burn in the night. And when I feel you burn, I know it's alright. But now my whole life has changed. Time put out the fire. We can burn. We've grown much higher. But next time for sure, gonna see this change. And I know you can burn. You know you can burn. Yeah, I know you can burn so brightly. Well, obviously, a lot of you are at home saying, well, that was obvious, that was very easy. Both Ian Astbury and the Doctor are the greatest male lead vocalists since Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, or whoever it was that sang for that group. Well, no, I'm afraid you're wrong. I know we are almost certainly the greatest vocalists, but the real connection was these two delectable ladies here. Known collectively as the Anadin Brothers, they're probably the finest and most enigmatic female vocalists of the 20th century. And the reason they're so enigmatic is you're probably thinking these are dummies of the Anadin Brothers. Well, I'm afraid you're wrong. These are the Anadin Brothers. What a lot of people don't realise is they only ever come to